Was the game even up? Apparently it was down. I had to take it down today. I felt like listening to The Streets! The Streets! The Streets! Did anyone's Twitter get hacked today? Like, it's just fucked up, man. I don't know why it keeps happening. Like, my Twitter just gets hacked and they just post, like, fucked up shit, but then, like, they also post, like, truth, like, factual information about my neighbor and, like, how much of a failure of a son he is. It's, like, weird, like, I don't know why it keeps happening. Is anyone pumped up, though? Is anyone rock hard with emotion? Like, I don't know, like, we've just been, we've been just doing such manly things, you know, like, we were just like, damn. What did we put this at? 400. I don't think anyone's gonna buy this. Maybe? Timmer? Oh yeah, we have all the fusion. We're trying to get the pally to something. Like, I don't understand, like, my Twitter just gets hacked, like, my phone gets hacked whenever, like, my neighbor goes outside, like, it's weird, man. And, like, it's weird, like, other weird things happen as well, like, whenever, like, factual information about my neighbor gets posted, like, there's, like, a punching sound, like, coming from this direction. I don't know, like, why that happens, and, like, the last time I saw my neighbor, like, he actually planned that, like, he got fat, and he thought, like, he would impress me with, like, how fat he is. And then, like, when he went back inside, he was, like, punching somebody. It's always a disaster with my neighbor, like, I just make him regret every decision in his life. It's weird, right? Like, he had this, like, genius plan to, like, prove how tough you are. And it literally resulted in you hiding in a shed from a nerd. Like, not only, like, that's my neighbor's life, right? Like, not only is he the failure son who ended up underneath his older brother, but he also hid in a shed from a nerd, like, and the person he said was his girlfriend, he lost his girlfriend to a nerd as well. It's weird, right? Like I'm pretty sure no one's, like, fucked up this badly, right? And my neighbor still hasn't gotten back to me whether he's gonna take me and his girlfriend to the concert and pick us up. Like, still haven't heard back from him. What are we actually doing? Did we finish? Yeah, we got the thick. So we're trying to do Lipston's, I think. So we have fusion now, but we have no Lipstons. The fuck's this? You have no Lipstons. We don't have that many of these. But this is the last character, right? Like, is Reaper good? Fuck. We haven't done the weekly bullshit either. But I think Turtle is better than that. But like, it's not really surprising, right? Like, my neighbor's brain is so small, like that's why his eyes are so close together, because there's no brain in there. Like, there's nothing like pushing the skull. Like, his skull wasn't forced to grow because there was no brain in there. And then his eyes just ended up so close together. It's weird, right? So like, my neighbor spends like weeks planning, like planning like how he can like get an advantage, and it just fucks up everything a single time. Like I could just jump the fence like any day and just beat his ass, you know? Like, he has to think about that. Like, not only a complete failure of a son, not only hid in a shed from a nerd, not only lost his girlfriend to a nerd, but I could also just jump the fence any day and just beat his ass. Like, it wouldn't even be a challenge. Like, the roller shutters are closed right now. What do you think's going on? Some seasons of Backdoor Twinks are being watched right now. That's like my neighbor's favorite. Oh, your handler's thing in. What's this dust? Oh, we didn't do the boats. Like, it was another, like, easy day. Like, I don't know, like, it's a fucking scam, man. Like, we were expecting rain, but the wind was so strong that the rain just couldn't stay in one place. Like, the clouds just moved on. And there was, like, a gas leak coming from somewhere. And it's so bad, like, we have gas monitors. But even just in open air with like 50k wind, it was going off less than 20% oxygen. It was bad. Poggers. Wait, did we do Argus on the Pally? We did, didn't we? Yeah. We still have all the weekly bullshit. Did we already buy all the bullshit? Yes. Destructions. How much is this? It's fuck all. Oh, dude, dailies before 6 PM. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Oh shit. Wait. No, it's the same. It's a brand new day. We haven't logged in. Oh, you accepted that shit on a fucking... Like, if the game didn't take 18 hours to open, like... Just do some random thing. We only have 7 minutes. Can we do a turtle in 7 minutes? Do the weeklies give more than the bird?
You're back.
Taka.
There are matters that need your approval. You can go check them in the office.
Wait, where are you? Oh, we never did the fucking bail. We need fucking 3 of them. Hello? Oh, it's killing. Go! Oh, we still don't have fucking flares, man. Which was destruction. We were supposed to ultimate. Like, that's the thing, you know, like, once you go into the shed, like, you can never come out, like, that, it just lasts forever. You know, like, once your girlfriend masturbates to the sound of my voice, like, that's forever, you know? You just can't take that back. Damn it. Oh shit! We have 2 minutes. He's gone twice. Go! Was ist das? 3 minutes. Oh shit. Go! Oh, we're not in fucking Dumbassville. Wait, you don't need that. You don't need Lipsons. We'll just hold on to that. Can I teleport straight from here? No. Oh, we clicked the wrong fucking... God damn it. I ain't doing no dailies. The only not poggers thing is we don't have any pretentious water. Because in Australia, the boxes, like, you have to fucking buy the bottles, and then you have to, like, fill your cart with, like, 18 bottles, which we've done before. So then you ask someone to find a box for you, but then there's no one around to ask. And then you just can't be fucked waiting, so it's like painchamp. I guess you could, pay the premium and get the online order, because they do the pre-order, and you just go and pick it up from the warehouse. This is all fucking shit, man. Like, you see, like, how it happens? Like, a complete failure of a son who was, like, watching pornography, had the roller shutters closed. He just comes outside, like, it's so crazy how this happens, right? Like, a complete failure of a son. Like, just put the alcohol into the recycling bin. Like, that's the daily commute. From the floor of his bedroom, because he drinks himself to sleep, then waits until I get home, opens the roller shutters, goes outside to the recycling bin, puts the alcohol in the recycling bin, then you know, listens to everything I say. It's like so crazy how this happens, right? Like, there's a complete failure of a son, like 5 meters away from us right now. Like, not only is he a complete failure of a son, but he hid in a shed from a nerd after practicing his boxing. And on top of that, he lost his girlfriend, his sister, to the same nerd. Like, it's like the trifecta. Like, it's crazy how that happens, right? Like, and like, he brought this on himself. Like, I didn't even do anything. Like, this is like the effect that I have on the average Australian. Like, but like, what would you expect from a country started by British convicts, you know? Like, they're just insanely insecure. And then, like, they end up underneath their older brothers, you know? Like, it's fucked up, man. Like, that's normal in Australia. Like, context is important, you know? Like, how did this complete failure of a son end up the way he is, you know? Like, it's fascinating, right? And, like, you can't help someone like that. Like, it's been 4 years. Like, he's still a complete failure of a son. And in another 4 years, he'll still be a complete failure of a son. You know, like, it's never going to change. Like, we're still waiting, like, now that we know that you're listening, like, are you gonna drop me and your girlfriend off at the concert and pick us up? It's on Saturday. Like I've got a few more questions, like, because you know, like, I never get to run into you unless you spend like 3 or 4 weeks planning like how you're gonna get an advantage, and you still fuck it up every time. Like, and then you go back inside and you start punching something. Like, it's weird. Like, why is there always like a punching sound coming from your dad's house? Like, especially following, like, if we interact, there's punching afterwards. Or, like, if I post factual information about your life, like, why is there a punching sound coming from your dad's house? Like, it's weird, right? Like, every time. You know, like, there's just so many questions that, like, you always just lose the ability to speak. Like, I don't understand. Like, how are you gonna fight me if you can't even speak, man? Like you're so stressed out. Like, there's so many questions. Like, we could go on for hours. Like, why did you start mowing the lawn on 5 PM on a Friday when it was about to rain? Like, why did you mow the lawn the day after I posted that you hadn't mowed the lawn in 2 weeks? Like, that's weird, right? Like, did mum and dad call? Like, what was that about? That was weird. And like, oh shit, we're supposed to be doing... How did you get so fat? Like, that's weird. Like, was it cheeseburgers or Big Macs? Like, it's not normal to get so fat. I hate how the thing's scrolling. Shatu. Oh god. Why are we all going to 30? Why did this person go to channel 2? You know, like, when you plan like the next time that we're gonna meet, because you're obviously planning it, right? Can you come up with some answers to some of these questions? Because, like, it's just fascinating. Also, like, what's the deal with your sister, your girlfriend? Is she actually men hating her own life, prostitute, veteran, chain smoker? Or is that someone else? Is she actually really young? Like, I'm confused. Like, these are important questions, you know? Like, we got jebbeted. Like, I thought she was chain-smoking, veteran prostitute men hater, right? Fuck, which way was it? Which way was it? Oh, it's this way. Which protein and whey is it? Or like, is she like super young? Like, is that why you're so mad? Are we being too forward? Like, I'm too old. Like, this is just too, this is like kindergarten shit. Like, I'm too old for these games. Like, another thing we forgot, like, there's just so many questions. Like, were you thinking about pulling me out of my car? Like, I want you to go for it. Like, I was right there, man. You just gotta remember, like, that gives me, what do you call it? I can just go to town. Like, I just need you to, initiate, you know? Like, sign the contract. So, like, next time, like, you're obviously plucking up the courage, right? Like, for your next encounter. Like, can you think about some of the answers to some of these questions? Like, they're kind of important. Like, I know it's tough, like, being born with no brain and your eyes are just too close together. But you've got a few weeks, right? What the fuck is this? Is this from the map? Oh, we still haven't opened flares. Oh shit, we're in AoE spec. But, like, that's, like, the thing. Like, you can tell... Like, my neighbor does everything I tell him to, but he still fucks everything up. Like, it's just weird, man. Like, you just can't help people like that. There we go. Oh, we're supposed to be... Oh. Hello? Like, I thought my neighbor's sister was the witch from The Wizard of Oz. Like, she's old, right? She has a big nose. You know, and that laugh? Like, hee. Omega? I don't see the, I thought there was one here. God damn it. We're getting Omni slashed. Not a poggers. This position is not poggers. Maybe we should have saved the ultimate. Poggers. But at the end of the day, that's what it is, you know, like, my neighbour's just a complete failure of a son, you know, like, it is just what it is. We can do another one. Oh, because it just reset. We can do another one of these. And another one. What are we doing? This. How many we need? 2 more poggers. You know, like, that's just the kind of traits that my neighbour has, you know, like, my neighbour is the kind of person to put a lot of effort into trying to make it look like he's not a complete failure of a son, but he's a complete failure of a son, you know, like, he, meticulously wipes his crappy car, like, he mows the lawn every day, you know, like, imagine you put that much effort into not being such a failure of a son. But that's just the kind of person my neighbour is, you know, a complete failure of a son. Like, that's why I never have to worry, because my neighbour's a complete failure of a son. Like everything I'm saying is, like, factual, you know, like, and it's just weird that it results in punching sounds coming from my neighbour's dad's house. Like, it's just weird, right? Like, people are just weird, right? Like, the people are just, like, a complete failure of a son, like my neighbour, and then they, like, get mad about it. Like, I just don't understand. Like, I didn't make your life choices, you know? Like, I didn't decide to be a complete failure of a son. Like, it's your life, you know? Like, I'm telling you how you got to this point. You know, like when you were just wrestling with your brother, and then all of a sudden your brother was on top of you. Like, that wasn't the only reason that you were a complete failure of a son, but it's one of the reasons. Like, why doesn't your brother come over, like, ever? Why does no one in your family ever come over? Like, this is not normal, you know? Like, you being a complete failure of a son is a big part of that, you know? Like, it's not normal. Like, I have to turn people away because I don't like people. But you're a complete failure of a son, you know? Like, no one's coming to help you, just like Westworld, you know? There's no Logan. Logan? No one's coming to help you. No one pheromones. And like that's the thing, like when you're a complete failure of a son, like no one's gonna take you seriously. Like that's why I don't have to worry. You know, like it's not like my neighbor could say, no, I'm not a complete failure of a son. Like, if my neighbor said he's not a complete failure of a son, it's just like when he said that his name wasn't first name, first name, last name, or first name hamburger. Like, it's so crazy that, like, you would say that first name, last name isn't your name. Like, it's so crazy that you would say that you were working when you had the roller shutters closed and you had Pornhub open, watching Backdoor Twinks 57, Season 6, Episode 57. Like, it's just weird, man. Like, you know that's not normal, right? Like, you know why that you watch porn all day, right? Like, it's because you're a complete failure of a son, you know? Like, there's like a, what do they call it? Cause and effect? Like, you have, like, the flow chart, right? Like, yes, no. Are you a complete failure of a son? Yes. Watch Pornhub with the roller shutters closed. Like, that's just like how it works. You know, like, is complete failure of a son? Yes. Lives in dad's house. Religiously mows the lawn to not get kicked out of dad's house. Is a complete failure of a son. Like, it just makes sense, right? Like, it's not like rocket surgery, you know? Like, it just makes sense. It just makes sense. You know, like, there's things that don't make sense and there's things that make sense. And like, when you see my neighbor, you just know it's a complete failure of a son. Like, there's no way you could look at my neighbor and think otherwise, you know? Like, it's your first thought. Like, even like decades before, like, now, like way back, like, I knew, like, right away, like, that's a failure of a son. You know, like, I could just tell. You know, like, way before my neighbor, I became aware that my neighbor revolves his whole life around me and is actually sitting 5 meters away from us right now. Like, I just knew that he was a complete failure of a son. Like, you know, like... And, like, there's just so many patterns, you know? Like, you have the dad that was divorced, living alone. Also, obsessively mows the lawn. Like, you know, like father, like son, you know? Like, and then, you know, failure son watches porn all day, and the sister masturbates to the sound of my voice, you know? Like, there's just patterns that just appear before your eyes. Like, there's no, like, cyclogy going on here. What's strong will again? It's just some shitty... Adrenaline 5 though, does anyone buy that? could do a non-rested. We're just trying to get Lipstons. Does anyone buy this? Swift Adrenaline 5? Not really. That's pretty shit. Wait. I'm supposed to do this. Was ist das? Oh, what's this one? Oh, we just need 2 days for the poggers. Oh, we should check. We never did boats either. Fuck. Like, it's just weird how there's just such a crazy pattern. Like, you've got like creepy pedophile dad, then you have homosexual brother who like competes in a sport about men grabbing each other's ass. Like, the whole point of the sport is to create a condition in which men are going to end up on top of each other. Like, then you have the younger brother, a complete failure of a son. And then you have the prostitute daughter. Like, it's just crazy, like, how this happens, right? Like, you know, like, this isn't normal, right? Like, but again, like, context is important, man. Like, this is normal in Australia, you know? Like, there's a lot of gay men in Australia, you know? Like, just look at the POE Australian streamers. Like, there is a lot of gay men in Australia. But like, what would you expect when you tried to start a country with British convicts? You know, like, there's just things that don't make any sense, and then there's things that make sense. And obviously the mum's in denial, right? Like, it's just classic Australian family, you know? Like, these are the kind of kids that I grew up around. Just kids that just never had a chance. And like, this is their normal. It's just weird, right? Do we do weeklies or do we do... What is it, like 12 Lipstons? I think it's quicker to do... So like, my neighbour just never had a chance, right? He was always going to be a complete failure of a son. Like, there was just no result in which my neighbour was just not going to be a complete failure of a son. And like, because of his own actions, like, my neighbour cannot even go outside of his own house without being reminded what he is. Like, it's weird, right? Like, does this give more or less than 12? Does anyone even do this? Hello? What about this? Dead game? Oh, we don't have flares, fuck. We have Gunlancer and a Pally, that's a POG, but ZDs. So like you gotta factor that in, you know, like do you want to mix with these Australian genes, like, you know, like you don't want to create someone like my neighbour, like a complete failure of a son. Like that's what you're signing up for, you know? It's like, how many like problems could we solve with eugenics? But we don't do it. But then it's like, you know, we should be able to create solutions. But like my neighbor's such a failure of a son, like you're never going to fix that. Like it's impossible. Like some problems you just can't fix, man. Like, and like my neighbor being a complete failure of a son is like one of them. You know, like we can probably cure cancer and like various like conditions, but like my neighbor is always going to be a complete failure of a son. Like there's no way to fix that. So like why keep making them, you know? Like the world would actually be better if my neighbor didn't exist, you know? Like it's an improvement. Like you can't say that about too many things, you know? Like it's pretty rare that you could say that if someone didn't exist, the world would be a better place. But for my neighbor, like that's actually true. Like my neighbor's such a complete failure of a son, and you just can't fix it. I don't know if we're at full damage yet. think we're at full damage. Wow! I think we're at full damage. Like, I think at that moment we were at full damage. Just like my neighbor is at like full brain damage, you know? Like a complete failure of a son. How much does it give? Should we just do all of them? Is it actually better to do... Oh shit. It's not 15, right? That's from the... Is it really 15? So it's a fucking turtle. It's just like a 1460 turtle. Like, there's a lot you gotta think about, you know? Like, you gotta consider these things, you know? There's no one. Queuing. Can you just time stop it now? Like, we're just trying to give we're just trying to give basic advice, you know? Like, this is not for me, it's for you. This is not for me, it's for you. This is not for me, it's you. It's FedEx.com. Like, I just want to avoid you becoming like my neighbor, like a complete failure of a son. Like, this is the whole point of this stream. Like, to prevent people like my neighbor existing, like just a complete failure of a son. Like, all we do here is speak truths, factual information, provide context, explain psychology and psychoanalyses, all with the goal of improving you and not ending up like my neighbor, like a complete failure of a son. Like, because that's not a good thing. I just want to stress that. Like, there's a reason my neighbor does what he does, and it's because he's a complete failure of a son, you know? Like, Is this not the real... I thought this was the one with the tornadoes and the... This is like DR. Do we need Panseas? Is this a burn? Oh fuck, we didn't move the mouse. Just not the boss that you think it is. Like, we try to add some humor, but at the end of the day, it's not really funny, right? Like, my neighbor is a real person who's a complete failure of a son. Like, that's the unfortunate reality. And it's never gonna change. Like, some things you just can't fix, you know? Whoops. I don't think that was... Did they just remove the abilities? Can we get an Albert? But it's 15, so it's just like a 1460 turtle. I don't need flares. This person doesn't have super armor, right? Maybe? Like, the best way to, like, educate is to add some humor, but at the end of the day, we're talking about a complete failure of a song, you know? Like, there's a sad truth here. Omega. Like when those toxic lying streamers talk about providing value. My neighbor is the kind of person they're talking about, you know, like a complete failure of a son, you know, like who is this valuable to, you know, like please show me their person. It's my neighbor, like a complete failure of a son, like that's who we're talking about. Like those ugly prostitutes that fall in love with me, like they take advantage of someone like my neighbor. A complete failure of a son. Do we need to do anything? I don't even know. Do you have to touch the... Why did 2 people just die? 3 people just died. Whoops. We have ult. Can we hit for some huge damage? Oh, I fucking fat fingered it. God damn it. But that's the thing, like, people just, like, lie, and they have this, like, weird, weird idea about themselves. Like, my neighbor is a complete failure of a son, and he didn't think that he would go into the shed and not come. It's just weird, though. Like, you just look at the evidence, like, that's all I do is like perform analysis of the physical evidence, and like when you see my neighbor you just know that that's a complete failure of a son. Like, there's no other way. There's no other outcome. So I don't know how you can be surprised that you hid in a shed, you know, like, did we use orders? Oh, you gotta click it. Spec Swift, but it's shit, man. This is kind of shit. This is shit. Wait, does the Berserker thing use that? You don't need heavy armor. Wait. Does anyone use this? I don't think so. Does anyone use this? The same item is selling. No, we didn't. What? Come on, dude. No. Have the Vicklis. No one's queuing for this. Oh, poggers. What's the time? We still got time. Oh, you should buy out the fucking vendor. It's not particularly poggers though. Load screens. Like, at the end of the day, you know, like, actions speak louder than words, you know, and like, my neighbour can't speak, so, and he hid in a shed, so, I mean, that's all that needs to be said, you know, like, this is relatable, right? Like, a brother and sister just fall in love with you. It's just weird, right? But like, just like I say it's weird that my neighbour's a complete failure of a son, being Australian and ending up underneath his older brother. Like, I say that's weird and not normal. But, like, that's normal for him, right? Like, that's very common in Australia. So, like, someone would say it's weird, it's weird that a brother and sister would fall in love with you. But, like, to me, like, that's what happens to me, right? Like, so, like, it's weird. I say it's weird that my neighbors ended up a complete failure of a son when it's common in Australia. And then you would think you would say it's weird that a brother and sister fall in love with me. But, like, that's just I have this effect on people. It's just weird, right? Like, so, like, this is relatable, right? Like, a random brother and sister fall in love with you. It's just weird, right? Does anyone have these kinds of problems? This is relatable, right? People like relatable streams. What does this person do? So, like, we're not looking for, like, Australian viewership. Like, we're never going to get along. Like, the average Australian is like my neighbour, you know? Like a complete failure of a son. And obviously there's a lot of gay men in Australia. Like, just look at the POE streamers. I mean... Like, well, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, I'm just saying it's a fact. Just like it's a fact that my neighbour's a complete failure of a son, you know? Like, we just speak facts here. Like, there's not much you can say when you're just speaking in facts. Is it worth buying these for 50 gold? That didn't take very long. So, like, it's just weird when people get mad. Like, it's just weird, like, when you hear a punching noise right after speaking factual information. Like, it's just weird, right? Like, it's not like I'm saying my name is first name, last name, and I don't know who that is, you know? Like, it's just weird, right? People are just weird. And I just have this effect on people, like this is my normal. Like, just like it's normal for my neighbour to be a complete failure of a son, like, that's the expected result. But for me, it's like I have this weird effect on people, like, my whole life. Like, kids, teachers, work colleagues, it's just fucking weird, man. Like, I don't know what it is, man. It's just weird. You know, like, I'm just trying to understand it, right? Like, so, like, just like I try to understand why my neighbour is such a complete failure of a son, you know, like... Did we pick the wrong fucking... Oh, no. Never mind. Vrad Poggers. Not that we're ever going to use it, but... We need fucking 5 of them. Oh, it's the last level. Three out of 4. So what is it? It's 12. So this is the same as a 14, 15. This shit can go here. Should we just open all of these? So it's like, you know, like, it makes sense. Like, just like it makes sense that my neighbour's a complete failure of a son. Like, it makes sense that I have a superiority complex. Like, you know, just like when you look at my neighbour, you know he's a complete failure of a son. Like, people look at me like I'm this mythical creature from the future to solve everyone's problems. And, like, I am, but it's tough sometimes, you know, like... Like, it's just weird, man. What are we supposed to do? Oh, the stacks. 2 stacks. Someone used an orb already. Like that, and that, like, that's how you end up, like, if you ask me a question, like, I deliberately want to give you the wrong answer just to be an asshole. Like, no one's gonna ask my neighbor for help. Like, they're gonna ask if he needs help, you know? Like, he just has that blank stare, and the eyes are just too close together. And you just tell the brain's really trying, but there's just no brain there. You know? Do we need anything? What's X tree? 9. Like this fight, it's hard to tell. Oh fuck. This fight is fucking hard to tell the color, you know? Like, just like it's hard for my neighbor to not be a complete failure of a song. Like, the whole screen is covered in red or white, and you want me to pick... I can't even see the mouse and it's fucked! Oh, we need stagger. Oops. What the fuck's an attribute? What? Like, this fight is a good metaphor for my neighbor's life, you know, like to not be a failure, you gotta pick like red or white, but the whole screen is covered in red or white. It's hard to tell, right? Like, so it makes sense, like, that my neighbor's a complete failure. Like, how's he supposed to see? Like, that's what my neighbor sees. Oh god. What's this? What? I don't know what this is. People went red! Well, the health went down. Why was that red? Like, how are you supposed to know? Like, how's my neighbour not supposed to be a complete failure of a son? Oh, we had more time than we thought. This has to be white, right? Nice. What? That was weird. Oh! Oh, that's shit. Now we just have 1,800 fucking birds to kill, but it's, what's the time, Mr. Wolf? Oh shit! We can do like one. Was ist das? We just keep opening these. I mean, it doesn't even matter. Like, you never use anything. I guess you could open the support ones. Oh, open the... Where's the mechanik? It's over here. Just buy this real quick. It's the last day. Oh, and the fucking piratas. Can't really be fucked doing that. Piratas. Just buy all of this. You can buy that on someone else. I don't really care about this. What are we gonna do? We can do fucking like one bird, one green bird. You know, like, why would you be a chain-smoking, men-hating prostitute? Like, that doesn't make any sense, right? Chain-smoking, men and life-hating. I mean, like, you'd have to be old, right? Like, how are you buying cigarettes? Like, in Australia. Like, even Ziggy D fucking smoked, and he's like a nerd. Like, how could you be young and smoke? Like, it's just so, I don't know. That doesn't make any sense. So that's why we think she's the Wicked Witch from the Wizard of Oz. Oh, press F before transform. Like anxiety and appetite suppression. Whoops. Like that's the whole point, right? Was that us? Can't tell super see it. We got time for another. I still don't know why she has a mask on. Like, it's not this. If I take this off, why does this change my pants? Why does she have a mask on? Like, I didn't put that on. Like, the only person I put a mask on is my neighbour's sister. Tersu Pukersu. Alright, you should press F for the... Like, we could talk way worse shit about various topics, but it's like, who gives a fuck, right? That eventually. Oh, if we start one more before a certain time. Gunslinger overtook the... Ah, you gotta put it in the fucking stash. Gunslinger overtook the Lancer. Not Poggers. It's pretty shit. Oh, we never did any of this. The puke. We never did any puke. We never did the puke. Too late. Damn it. Betrayed. Oh. I was betrayed. Just like my neighbour was betrayed by his own brother. What? What's my counter? Oh, I should do riffle. Never did any of the puke. Or the puke. Wait. Oh, it's only 11. It's fucking shit, man. We probably need everything around. Except that. Oh, you have those. These. When do these expire? Ages. think you bought the lift shits. And you've still got this. This is not a poggers. That's fuck all. This is not poggers. I think you need everything. Lipsons are already gone, man. Oh, you can buy from the Mary. Just sort of a fuck all. What is this up to? 96%. We fucking pitied it. Where are the Lipstons? Did we already open the Lipstons? Oh, this one. We won't even get it, man. We get 1400. Fucking pity, man. And that's it. Not a poggers. And on that not poggers bombshell, we will end, unfortunately. So until the next time, goodbye. True.